Hello, everybody. Well, those bats must have flown out of my my cave of foul winds. Ah, the cave of foul winds is a fierce and deadly place. Hello, Constantine.
Hello.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm fine, just a little bit sleepy. I don't know why, but last week I practically stopped studying. I progress really slow, and I always tired, always sleepy, and I don't know. It's annoying, and I don't know why. I try to sleep enough and so on, but no. I take external task from my one of my teacher because he promised he will teach me some tricks for a real part of the job of data science. But I progress so slow and it's annoying.
Well, your cats are really succubus, so you're fucked.
Huh. Where are you now?
I'm in Clarksville, Clarksville, Arkansas. That's
You're
where.
still in Arkansas. They
Well,
don't
I've been
send.
back and forth.
Okay.
I've been other places, but now I'm back.
Your new base of operation is Arkansas, I see.
Hey, you just go where the work is, man. That's all there is to it.
I'm totally. I understand it. It's just part of life, at least for you.
Yeah.
Till you not switch to some local. If company you switch to companies that local in some states that exception like
Right.
option you
Right.
just companies that just deliver somewhere inside Texas. Then it's but they need to pay you more, and I don't really expect that it will be an option.
Well, I think we've got some probably have a recession on the way
Eh,
if it's not already here.
we have one issue. They promised recession already 5 years in a row.
Yeah. So,
I don't know.
well, they're
It
getting
can
ready to print another trillion fucking dollars.
yes, I know.
I mean,
Mm,
the dollars that you're making are going to become, or that I'm making, and they pay you in dollars too, don't they?
yes, but
Those are
it's
going to
much better
become
than
less.
being.
Yeah, it's better than Grima, but the dollar is about ready to take another fucking hit. Things will, your food's going to be more expensive. Everything will be more expensive.
It's funny when you say that you already have 3 years in a row of fucking inflation.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah. 3 years is enough.
yeah.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you, Roma?
Oh, okay.
Now we only
More
wait
or
for
less.
Glenn.
Mm-hmm.
How are you healing?
Slowly but steadily.
Mm.
And
It's alas, it's not as easy as like cast heal minor wounds.
yeah, you don't heal up overnight after a long rest.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe my rest was not quite long, but but yeah.
Yep. One of the guys.
It's prevent you from work. You can work with such wounds or
Yeah, now I can work, but actually, right now I'm looking for another job.
I
again.
know the feeling.
Yeah. I found one and like worked there about a week, but it was a startup project and it had some difficulties with financing.
Mhm.
So there's funding. So yeah, strangely enough.
Well, I applied to one of the larger carriers, one of the bigger trucking companies, to change jobs. And then I read this morning in the paper that the company that I applied for, Swift and Knight, even though they've got a terrible reputation with drivers, they do pay okay, and they always make their paychecks. But I saw in the paper this morning they laid off a bunch of people. So I don't think I'm going to be taking a job with them, even if they offer me one.
Yeah.
Maybe they fired a couple of guys to make room for you.
Maybe, but I don't think I want to go into a company that's in the process of downsizing. I'd be seen as the guy who took the other people who'd worked there for a while's jobs. That you could run into problems that way.
I don't know about truck drivers' labor market, but as basically software developer, I'm not used to such to basically employer market. So when there are less employers than there are candidates.
Yeah. Well, in truck driving, they tend to be a little bit more personal with their complaints.
Personal.
Things get a little bit, you come out after, if you go and take a shower, you'll come out and find that you have no tires, or somebody, well, they might just pop your tires, but somebody might hit you in the back of the head when you're out checking your truck in the middle of the night before you take off, that kind of stuff. Pull your load pin while you're filling up with gas, so when you take off, your trailer falls off the back. That kind of stuff.
I hope it doesn't happen too
often. It won't happen to me, because I'm not going to put myself in that kind of a situation.
Yeah, that's much more risk than just lose a week worth of job, basically.
Yeah. But there's definitely a downturn in the industry, because here it is, another weekend, and I'm sitting here and not driving.
Yeah. So less stuff gets transported.
Yep. Either that or somebody's undercutting them.
Yeah, maybe they just saving.
Hello, Glenn.
How do?
Hello.
How's everybody?
Doing good.
Fine.
We were just discussing how good we are in these turbulent times.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I helped Jess and Wyatt finish moving yesterday.
Mhm.
And
I'm sorry.
yeah, me too. On the other hand, it's a much nicer place. They're over by St. George. Wyatt's Grandma Sally and Granddad Sam have a little farmhouse out there, and her health ain't too great, and they only use like half of the house, so they're moving over there and kind of helping take care of the old lady. And she's a nice old lady, real good cook, by the way. I'm sorry that but and then we found out let's see, just last night, Ray and Katie are going to be moving at the end of this month. So I'm probably going to get roped into at least part of that one too, but that's okay. They helped me move, so I'll help them.
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, when last we met.
Oh, yeah. You guys had gone out to a rocky island off the coast and found a big tomb and a bunch of escaped slaves, and that were, well, stuck there because the slave ship was wrecked.
And there was slavers and cannibals and sailors.
Yep. And none of them seemed to be all that trustworthy a bunch of people.
Which is why we took their weapons away.
Yep. Yeah. And you have ended up looting the tomb, although somebody had taken a lot of it out before you got there. Whomever opened it, the slaves said something about a bunch of dwarven tomb robbers. But, and you noted that a number of the people seem to get possessed and summon up hurricanes. You killed one guy who was trying to do it when you got there. Well, not long after you got there.
And we were sealed up the tomb. We had the living people that were left, filling it back in, or the entrance to it back in with all the rubble that had been moved, and we were repairing the ship.
Yes. Now, keeping in mind that, okay, it's one of the medium-size junks that the Chinese, and it was originally set up to haul slaves. And it's taken a sufficient amount of damage that repairing it is going to be kind of a long-term project. On top of that, the only thing there seems to be on this island is rocks. and escaped slaves.
And sharks.
And sharks. Yes, there seems to be an inordinately large number of sharks around this island. Anyway, and you were talking about doing mending cantrips,
Yes. And
which only
fishing
does a couple of square feet a day.
right. We understood it was going to take a while,
Mhm.
but Kostya and Roma
Uh,
are going to be fishing for sharks and
Right.
standing guard over, and we're all going to stand guard over our treasure because we don't trust these fuckers.
yeah.
At all.
Yeah, sounds like a resort vacation. Only in unpleasant company.
Yeah. As always, resort location if you choose all inclusive.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And we're going to keep a count on the
Mhm.
number of people that are there.
Right. Okay.
And we will feed them shark.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
they might get it. They might get it as sushi, but
Uh-huh.
they're going to at least have shark to eat.
Right.
Hopefully
Okay.
they'll stop fucking eating each other.
Right. Well, I think to start out, we should roll me a 20-sider, whomever's doing the ship repairs.
That would be me.
Okay.
And it's just, it's a spell. Which, what are we doing? Is it intelligence?
Yeah.
What? Okay. That's good. +5. Is this a skill? What skill are we checking?
In this case,
I have artificer as part of my skill set. I don't know if that helps or not.
yes, actually, that'd be what we would want.
Okay, then I have a +7.
Okay.
That makes it, with a rolling of a natural 1, that makes it an 8.
Oh,
Mhm.
goody.
Bill, do you have patent?
I have to say it before I roll the dice.
Eh.
Yep. Okie dokie.
But yes, I do.
With that roll, assuming you have some of the escaped slaves tear part of the deck planking or certain parts of the ship that are not absolutely essential, like the sunshade, overhead sunshades and shit like that, to use as backing and repair materials along with the broken timbers that are part of the hull and the main brace and the spine of the ship and the rudder and all the other things that are in pieces, binding them together with mending spells. It will take you 18 days to make this ship seaworthy.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And for those of us that are like hunting sharks, if they would give me a survival check.
Oh. I don't know.
Oh, I rolled natural 20.
Oh, goody.
At least we're eating good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and maybe we'll make some, I don't know, shoes out of shark skin.
Well, yeah, you got
Just start
sharks.
with salted meat.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I will also need a percentile for random encounters.
I probably take that roll for me.
Mhm.
45.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, you were repairing the ship. You are harpooning sharks and butchering them and keeping the skins for later. Anyway, and you have no random encounters until the 14th day of the repairs.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Now, one of the things to note, last time we were playing right before you closed, or we closed down, two of the slaves tried or escaped, and the 4 sailors ran after them. When you did the nightly count on the first night, none of those guys had come back. And when you did the count the next day, they still hadn't come back. At that time, would you guys like to go and search for them?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we can't leave anybody here in case they get possessed again.
Okay. Well, then,
But we're not going to all go. One of us is going to stay and guard the treasure.
okay. Well, whichever one of you wants to stay and guard treasure.
I guess I will stay since it was my idea.
Okay.
I just can try to go and find them because I am stealthy from that. If I find them, they not see
Mhm.
me, and I can turn back for help if it's necessary. Because I
Right.
don't
Okay.
like idea that only one will stay with gold. I prefer that muscles with smart stay at camp.
All right. Look for bones and blood too.
Okay. For those of you that are searching, please roll me a perception check.
17 plus perception, plus 2, 19 total.
Okay. Well, you guys searched for them, and after about a half a day, you found where the dwarven tomb raiders had hid their small ship. Apparently, the 2 escaped slaves and the 4 sailors ran to that location and prepped the ship and sailed away with whatever treasure and loot the dwarven tomb raiders had loaded on board before they all ate each other. Those guys are gone. You have no trained sailors on the island.
Oh, well.
Uh,
Oh well, no use
Not a
crying over
big deal.
spilt milk.
mhm.
At least they're not eating each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it. Yeah.
Well, for the first 14 days, you got the same number of people every time you counted after the first day.
Yeah, I said about that 6 guy.
Now,
Mhm.
none of them have started any fights or argued with you, but a lot of them seem to have whispered conversations that end abruptly when they see any of you three. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the 14th day, those of you that were fishing for sharks and repairing the boat, since it's right down there on the shore, you will have someone hail you from offshore. And when you look, there's a guy, a human Chinese looking fellow who appears to be made entirely out of water, him and his clothing. And he is standing about knee deep in the surf, calling to you, and he's about 20 yards offshore.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Hello.
He wants to know what you're doing here. This is a bad place.
Yes, it is. We are trying to fix this ship so we can leave.
Mm-hmm. Right. And he will ask, where are the guardians of this island?
We not meet him.
We don't know.
Hmm.
Well,
The dragon of the hurricane dragon, the celestial
Yes.
hurricane dragon,
mm-hmm,
sent us here to stop the hurricanes.
mm-hmm,
We found these gentlemen here that are here on the shore
Mhm.
were being possessed one by one because they were foolish enough to open the tomb. We resealed the tomb and then blocked its entrance. And now we're getting ready to leave. That's all we know.
he asked if you put the possessing entities back in the tomb before you sealed it.
The possession entities. What
The
are
half
those?
souls.
We don't know anything about half souls.
They are a creature out of Chinese mythology. They are literally half a spirit, and they're only alive when they're possessing someone.
We've never met them.
They are quite evil. They were locked up in a tomb on this island, inside the bodies of the people they were possessing at the time. And he requests that you bring everybody that's on the island down here where he can do a detect good or evil on them.
Okay. And we will do that.
Uh-huh.
And we'll also tell him that 6 guys found another boat and left.
He's quite upset about this. He blames you for letting them get away.
We can speak with somebody who.
So
He also is still very concerned about the guardians of the tomb. And he tells you straight up he wants them found. And you better make sure they're okay, because if you try to leave the island before he talks to them, he will do something bad to you.
and what do these guardians look like?
They are foo dogs, like those giant stone dog statues you see outside of temples and palaces all over China. There are 2 of them.
Okay,
Hmm.
we'll look for them. We haven't seen them. And I take it was your job to keep people away from this island?
Of course not. He was just
Then why-
passing by and saw you.
Why are you talking with such authority and making these threats? If it's not your responsibility.
He tells you it may not be his responsibility, but those 2 possessing entities, if they get loose, whether it's his responsibility or not, he's pretty sure his personal life is going to be affected adversely, along with everybody else's. If you weren't ignorant foreign barbarians, you'd know that.
Can we know a little bit more about that prisoners that fly away?
They stole from the gods and were locked up here forever in punishment until somebody was dumb enough to open the tomb and let them out.
Which wasn't us.
Uh-huh. Well, he believes you, but he is not happy.
You know, if I was a powerful water dude, I'd go and see where them damn guys sailed off to.
Mhm. Okay, but don't leave while he's gone.
Oh, you have our word on it. But
Uh-huh.
first, let's gather these other guys and make sure that the guardian fuckers are not with them.
Yeah, okay, well, he'll tell you this straight up. His detect good and evil shows that all of them are evil, but none of them are possessed.
Okay. Well, we kind of figured they were evil since they're fucking cannibals. But
Anyway.
none of us is Julia Childs. So,
Uh-huh. Right. Okie dokie. And if you guys would give me some more perceptions, or perception and an investigation, I get to see if you can find the guardians.
perception
10 plus
18.
3, 13.
Mm-hmm.
Perception 18 and investigation 18.
Okay. Well, it took you about 2 days to find what you were looking for, but essentially, the somebody dug a rather large pit and piled up a huge amount of rocks, and you found bits and pieces of a trip line that looked as if, well, if somebody went over it, they would fall into the pit and all the rocks would come in under them or on top of them. You don't know if it's the Guardians or not until you dig the pit out, though, or remove the rocks, you know.
Good thing we've got a lot of slave labor.
Okay. Well, then.
Dig it out, boys. We'll
Okay,
keep you supplied with shark, and we're going to keep fixing on the boat.
Right. Okay.
Roma, do you want to watch them dig?
Yeah.
Okay.
You already have a new Scorch that helps them dig a little bit faster.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay,
I
well,
will-
you send all of the slaves except for the ones that are helping Bill. Anyway, that are helping Bill repair the ship. Took him about a half day to move the rubble off of out of the deep pit. When they got down close to the bottom, one of them removed a stone, and one of the foo dogs was underneath it. The dog immediately reached up and grabbed the guy and killed him about like a terrier, you know, shaking a rat and breaking its spine. It then broke loose of the rest of the rocks along with the second one, and they killed 9 of the slaves, the ones that were closest to the bottom of the pit. The rest of the slaves have panicked and are running.
I don't want to run too. Please, we need to survive.
And the
Remember,
foo
you don't need-
dogs are going to take some 2 rounds, but they will jump and scramble out of the pit. Roman, what do you wish to do at this point?
Remember, Roma, you don't have to be faster than the food dogs. You just have to be faster than the slowest slave.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume we're just going to run for it, okay?
Yeah, I will run, but not too fast.
Okay. Gotcha.
I guess this is another case of Fu Manchu.
Okay. Well, Roman, they don't chase the ones that are going in your direction or you. They have both gone off after the slaves that ran in the other direction. And they have killed at least 2 more of them before they get out of sight, unless you wish to follow them.
Well, yeah, I'm deeply disappointed, but no, I won't follow them.
Okay. Well then, you guys will see Roman and about a third of the slaves that went out to dig out the pit coming back to where the ship is, telling you they found the food dogs.
Yep, and the other 2/3 are now dog food.
You're having too much fun with this. By the way, the remaining slaves, that would be You're down to 9 guys now. They demand that you immediately lift anchor and sail this thing the hell out of here.
No.
At this point in time, each of these 9 men will grab shark's teeth out of folds in their clothes and, well, tell you that if you don't get them off the island now, they're going to kill you.
No, I guess it's an ish.
Then what?
And it's initiative time. Uh-huh.
Okay. Natural 1.
A 1. Okay.
It's total 5.
Okay.
I have 4 with pluses. So we probably
Is that before pluses or all together?
no with pluses. I have 4.
With pluses. Got it.
Yes.
And Bill,
I have a 6.
what a sucky bunch of initiative rolls. Okay, what the hell? Let's see what the bad guys have. A 4. Jesus H. It's contagious. Ah.
It's probably the weather.
Yeah.
Probably. Okay. Well, it will be Bill, Constantine, Roman, and then the slave in that order.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast sleep. All right. 4 plus 6 is 10. Plus 3 is 13. Plus 4 is 17. Plus 6 is 23.
Okay.
So 23 hit points of slaves go to sleep.
That's 2 and a fraction of a slave.
Okay.
So
2 go
of
to
the
sleep.
slaves-
And one's drowsy.
and one's drowsy. 2 are asleep and 1 is drowsy. Constantine, you're next.
Just crossbow shot with steady aim in one that screams the loudest. Demand something. I don't know. 13 plus 19 total.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep. 6, 11 plus 4 or 5? 4 or 5 plus 15 points of damage.
Okay. Well, since each of these guys has 11 hit points, that guy's dead. And Roman,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I will. Well, 14 to hit. Does it hit?
yes, 14 will hit.
Okay. Damage is damage is 16.
Okay, he's dead as well.
Oh, cool.
And
That's 4 out of 9. There's 5 left.
yep. Right. And 3 of them are going to attack, and 2 of them are going to throw their shark teeth down, drop to their knees, and put their hands behind their head and surrender. The ones who attacked, Bill, the guy who is attacking you has rolled a 3.
Well, that
That
misses.
don't hit. Constantine, the one attacking you has rolled a 17.
And that don't
no.
hit him either.
That don't hit you either. And Rumman, a 16.
Oh,
That don't hit him either.
So
yeah.
none of those hit, even though 2 of them weren't bad rolls.
Yeah, that was close, but
Okay, and I guess we're back to Bill.
All right. Color spray.
Oh, how rude. uh,
3.
let's see. Do they get a saving throw for that?
I don't know.
They used to back in first edition, but
Yeah, this ain't first edition. I'll have to read it. I just knew how many dice I had to roll.
right.
You're the DM. You're supposed to control me.
Color spray. You roll 6d10 total. That's how many creatures are affected.
Oh,
Or
that's
how many hit points.
Hit
of cre-
dice. Yeah, hit points. Right. Yeah.
And you basically, they don't get a saving throw. They just, so many hit points worth of creature are affected.
Mhm.
Okay. 5 plus 8 is 13. Plus 8 is 21. Plus 6 is 27. Plus 5 is 32 hit points.
Okay.
That's 2 and most of 1.
Yeah.
If they have 11.
Mhm.
So 2 more guys are blind.
2 more guys are blinded.
That means you have 1 effective combatant.
Pretty much. Constantine, you're next. Bill has just blinded 2 of them.
A last that remain effective combatant will get from me uh, kind of attack with my rapier.
Okay.
It's 5 plus 6. It's 11.
That will hit. Just barely, but it will hit.
Okay. It's not plus 6. It's rapier plus 2. That means it's a little bit better. But again, 6 plus 6, 12 points of damage.
Okay, he's now dead. So you got 2 guys flash blinded, 2 guys asleep, and 2 guys that have surrendered. So, and combat is effectively ended.
Stupid people.
Yep, over the side they go. Shark
Okay.
bait, boys.
Gotcha. Okay, well, the sharks are going to like cruise in and, take care of the problem.
Do we have sails on that ships?
We have
That
the sailors
we
are
repair.
gone. Yeah, the sails are can be repaired. I don't believe the sails were broke, just the wood.
Yeah. No, the sails are not damaged.
Oh, thank God.
But or at least not very much. But It was mostly the structural damage of running their ship up onto the rocks at speed. You know,
They're damn lucky they didn't snap their masks off.
they cracked it but did not break it. That was one of the things your mend could repair without, bracing it. And it will be the next day. So you'll have, let's see, you've got, that would be day 16 of the day 17 of the 18 days worth of repairs. The water spirit will come back, call the foo dogs, who will come up, and he will explain to the foo dogs in a celestial language that you guys aren't the ones they're supposed to kill, and that you are just the, ignorant barbarians that let the two possessing entities escape from the island. And unfortunately, he didn't find them and the ship they were on when he went and searched. Matter of fact, he rolled a 1 before pluses on his search, So apparently they got away, and he is now going to have to make a long and arduous journey and contact whichever one of the gods of the Chinese pantheon is in charge of the ocean. I forget without looking it up, and inform them about you guys' fuck up. Or that's the way he says it,
Yes,
He's going to lay
yes.
all the blame on you.
One issue: if we will be dead, then God can talk with us without interruption, and they can see that we say truth, and they figure out what's really happening here. And it will be,
Go ahead, Costine.
it will be very expensive to bribe them all. If you decide really kill us, it will be soon when they figure out who really responsible for all that mess. Do you really want that they know about it? Persuasion or something?
Mr. Spirit.
Yeah. He tells you that they can't, once they possess someone, they're with that guy until he dies. And then they're free to possess someone else. That's why they
Go ahead.
That's why they originally locked them up in the bodies that they were possessing at the time without killing them. And they were stuck inside the tomb that was heavily magic to keep them in, even after they died. So, if you find them, don't kill them. Just, tie them up, bring them back out here to the island, and stuff them back in the tomb. Before they destroy the world, or whatever they do. He has told the foo dogs not to kill you. They're going to remain on the island in case somebody does recapture these guys and bring them back. They'll be here to guard them. And then the water spirit's going to leave.
Before he leaves,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
before you start throwing the blame on us,
Mm-hmm.
know that we represent the celestial dragon
Mm-hmm.
of hurricanes.
He will mention it.
If you dishonor us with your report, you are also dishonoring him.
He will make sure to tell the gods that it wasn't the dragon's fault that you were foreigners. Anyway, and then he will leave.
Whatever.
Uh-huh.
Bureaucracy.
Somebody's trying to cover his own ass for not being able to find people on the ocean when he's a water spirit.
Well, yeah.
Definitely.
Anyway, you will have one more day's worth of repairs. And then there will be, well, let's see. You three and
Two.
and two of the slaves to sail a boat that normally is crewed by about 20 or 30 guys. And to the best of my knowledge, none of you guys know how to navigate. Unless, let me check if,
No.
okay.
We know which direction we came from,
Well, yeah,
and we know which direction the sun comes up in.
right. Mm-hmm. That's true. If you sail towards the sunset, you're going west, which will you'll hit the coast of the continent if you go west.
Yep.
Well, far enough. Approximately 6 days sailing time.
We'll put the sails down at night when we don't have any direction.
Mhm.
That's the best we can do.
Yeah, no, that'll get you there. It's well, at this point, you are now ready to load your treasure,
Oh, it's already loaded.
and the remaining two guys.
Mhm.
We were keeping it in the fucking
Uh-huh.
captain's cabin.
Right.
That way they couldn't run off with it.
Right.
And that proved to be quite prudent.
Yep. Okay. Well, if you'll be so kind as to give me a skill check for, well, sailing the boat.
Intelligence?
Dexterity what?
Yeah.
Which one?
I think it would just be an intelligence since none of you have any actual training.
All right. I have 22.
But you're a lucky amateur. And a percentile for random encounters on the voyage.
Roma?
Okay. Percentile. Mm. 0.5.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, you sail away, and a number of sharks will follow you for about an hour, and then all but one of them will swim back to the island. The other one, once the rest of the sharks sail away, will begin speaking to you and
Okay.
say, God, I thought those guys would never leave. And asked if you're heading to the capital city of this empire.
Well, that type of a destination designation is beyond our abilities as navigators. We're hoping to find the continent.
Anybody can find the continent.
Oh, you don't know.
You're too optimistic from my point of view. Yep.
Do you guys see the great joke that Drubius said for us?
Anyway, well, he tells you that if you pick the correct river, you can sail up it to where the capital is. It's only a few days inland from the coast.
And why would we want to go to the capital?
Oh, apparently it's a great place. There's, museums and art and temples and the palace, theater, dancing.
Are you rich enough to use all that stuff? I thought it only for rich people.
Well, he says that that's okay. He can pose as a rich person when he needs to.
Mhm.
I take it you want to go to the capital, is that right?
He really does, yeah.
And you want to ride on the boat?
That'd be nice.
Okay. Welcome aboard.
Okay.
We don't have anywhere for you to sleep, but you can always turn back into the shark at nighttime and do like the shark thing and just sort of sleep with your eyes open and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's going to change into a basically a identical copy of you, Bill, and then climb up the side onto the boat, dripping wet.
That's not going to work too well.
Oh, come on, you're not that ugly.
Choose somebody else that's not on board this ship.
Well, you can't do that.
Do we have to fight now?
Oh, fine. He'll turn into an exact copy of Constantine.
Do one of the guys down there wearing loincloths that are. Do one of them.
Bill, Can I
Yeah.
kill him now? Just in case, because he can change his face in any moment. It will be an issue.
Anyway, he will not be happy about it, but he'll change into an exact copy of one of the slaves that you have, locked up in the captain's cabin.
They're not locked in the captain's cabin. That's where our
Well,
treasure is.
Okay, well, locked wherever you lock them.
I don't remember us locking them.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Anyways, we wish for you. Hang on a second. I want to see if I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Constantine, you got something to talk to him about?
Of course. Oh. What do you want from? Kill him, or what do you think? I don't like him at all.
I don't like him either now that he's like changing shape on us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mhm.
roll initiative. With
Well,
surprise attack.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He will. He will tell you which course to sail to get to the river.
Well, I think you didn't understand what Constantine just said, Glenn.
What did he say? No,
He said he's going to do a surprise attack and we should
Yes.
all roll initiative.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I not like that NPC at all. He's too edgy, even for my perspective.
Okay. Well, let's see your initiative rolls.
15.
A 16. And Bill,
14.
a 14. And Roman,
15.
a 15. Those are all much better than last time.
Yeah, indeed.
And your slave sailors have a 19, and the changeling or shapeshifter, whatever they call them in 5th edition, got a 12. Constantine, you get a surprise attack before we drop into the initiative, so you're up.
Mm-hmm. I will strike him with surprise with my magic rapier because I'm not sure that he's not immune to
Mm-hmm.
any kind of damage.
Okay.
It was 9, but with my +8 on that rapier, it will be 17. Does it hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
8 plus 6, 14.
Okay. You've done him 14 hit points of damage
With magic weapon.
with a
Just in
magic
case
weapon.
it's- Yes.
Okay. And okay. That's the surprise round, so it'll be the escaped slaves Constantine, Roman, Bill, and then the shapeshifter. And Bill,
Yes.
what's your armor class?
Well, my armor class is 15.
Okay. Well, the two escaped slaves will both attack you. One rolled an 18 and one rolled a 4. The guy with the 18 will do you 5 hit points of damage with a boat hook.
Okay.
And now it is Constantine again.
Mm. Uh, Again, I will attack Slave just in case to rid
Mm-hmm.
of him out. 17 before process. Definitely hit.
That hits.
8, 10. Oh, 16. 22 points of damage. Probably Slave is dead.
All
I
right.
probably waste my damage. Good roll on that
Mhm.
unfortunate guy.
Okay. And he is now badly wounded, having taken, let's see, that'd be like 48 total
Mm-hmm.
so far. Okay. And Roman.
Yeah, I will try to finish him with. I understand it
Mm-hmm.
only immune to the magic damage.
Mm-hmm.
No, not immune.
We don't know. You can try. We don't know.
Mm. Well, it's 15 to hit.
Okay. Yeah. That hits. Roll for damage.
Mm. Okay, I will try with my regular axe. And it will be 12 plus 6, 18 points of regular damage.
Okay. He's dead now.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
Bill, down to you.
Well, I'm going to use my 2 portents. I have a pair of 18s.
Okay.
One shot at each of these
Okay.
turncoat bastards we were going to save, who
Uh-huh.
decided that they wanted to fucking kill us.
Well,
And
they want
these
your
are,
treasure.
yeah,
Yes.
well, fuck them. They're getting a fucking poison arrow each,
Right.
or a poison crossbow each. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
the first guy takes 12 points of damage,
That's
and
it for him.
the second guy takes 11.
Okay.
That's it for both of them.
That's it for both of them. Yep.
Thunk thunk, fuckers.
Okay. By the way, when the changeling died, he looks, well, exactly like one of the 2 dead slaves. The one he was copying. And
Well,
if you want to search him for loot, you can, but the truth of it is he doesn't have anything.
I'm gonna hit his body with a what do you call it? Dun, 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 dun. May with a what's the name of that damn spell? It's the one where it produces the fucking hand that like
Magical hint.
it's not mage hand. It's the one that it mimics
Fire.
a fucking death. And you can't regenerate it from it.
Mhm.
You want to preserve body or what you want to do?
Oh no, I don't want to preserve it. I want to make sure you can't regenerate.
Oh, okay.
Shoot, touch or something like that. Let's remember.
Mhm.
It's the first level spell.
Okay. First level spells.
Oh, it is chill touch. Chill
Okay.
touch. It's a fucking cantrip. Chill touch.
Chill touch. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to hit him with chill touch and then toss him overboard, I assume.
Yep.
Okay. Along with the other two dead guys.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okie dokie. And
Rubius,
will
I
need-
wish I had a disintegrate.
oh, yeah.
Max, what we can expect that sharks will take part of the job.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, the body takes an additional 8 points of damage.
Right. And I will need another percentile to see if you have any more random encounters for the remaining 5 days of your sailing.
It's probably my turn.
Okay.
8.
An 8. By the way, are you guys simply continuing straight west, or are you going to follow the course that the changeling told you?
We're going to go
west.
straight west.
You're going to
Because-
No.
go.
We're not
Okay.
believing that motherfucker at all.
Right.
What were you saying, Roma?
I'm not sure.
Well, the dragon flew us pretty much straight east.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to get my dogs.
Right. Okay. Well,
Hopefully they haven't eaten your horse.
all righty then. You will make it to within, well, you will sail an additional 3 days. So it will be the 4th day of your 6-day trip. The typhoonal dragon will pop its head up out of the water and address you.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
And he says to you, He wants to thank you for taking care of the problem. It wasn't exactly the way he would have solved it, but what the hell? I guess he didn't. He said he didn't specify. He just.
You just ask, kill everybody. We kill everybody.
We threw him over the side, fed him to the sharks, just like you said.
Yep. And not only that, he's assuming you couldn't get the spirits back in the tomb. That's why you took them to the mainland or sent them to the mainland. Now they can't summon typhoons because they're on dry land. He hasn't had this big of a laugh on the gods for centuries.
Oh, happy to be of service to you.
Oh, yeah.
Could you point us back to the city that kept getting hit by the typhoons? Because we're kind of lost.
Oh, sure. Why not? And he will summon up basically a gale force straight line wind heading just slightly south of your current course, but just a point or two south of straight west. And he will then yell a farewell and sink back under the ocean. The wind will continue to push you even if you drop the sails.
Mm-hmm.
And it will not abate until you hit the continent. Unbeknownst to because he simply didn't think about it, the typhoonal dragon, he didn't make any preparations or whatever to, stop you.
Well, we're going to drop the sails when we get close to land. And when we get really close to land, we're going to drop the anchor.
Well, you're going to sail at speed overnight, and about an hour and a half after sunset, you will see the wind is taking you straight towards the ruined harbor of the ruined city and not slowing down.
Dexterity check.
Anyway, actually, you get to drop the anchor first. And outstanding. The anchor cable does not break, nor does it yank loose from the ship. I now need dexterity checks from everybody as you come to a incredibly abrupt halt.
20, dirty 20.
Okay. And Roman, dexterity check.
Yeah. 21, actually.
And Bill.
15.
All right. None of you are knocked overboard. Bill, you will take 3 hit points of damage, however. The other guys managed to grab a line and stay on their feet, and they're just fine. You get 3 hit points of scuff damage when you hit the deck. You know. You are now approximately a half mile offshore. The wind will keep on going until it hits the coast, and then it will disperse. You are now, well, just anchored there, and the seas have calmed.
All right. Well, we're going to ride out the rest of the night.
It's
And
about
lift
an
the
hour and a half after dawn when you get there.
Oh, after dawn. I thought you said after dark.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we're going to raise our anchor. And I'm going to cast, what was that cantrip we were
Gust.
talking about, Constantine?
Gust.
Gust.
You're going to do a
And take
gust
us-
of wind.
No, just gust. It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
And it's, which book's it out of?
It's Xanatar.
Yep.
And it's just a small version of Gust of Wind, but it's cantrip. You can cast it each day, every moment, till you're tired.
Okay, so you're going to use a cantrip gust and
Yes.
kind of
Slowly
slowly
the rest
approach
way.
the harbor. Got it.
Slowly, but sustainable. Not 1 minute, but for a whole day, till it's necessary.
All righty. Well, you were back in the ruined port city that still appears to be abandoned. Now, this harbor is totaled. The docks and the piers and any ships that didn't get out in time are still in the harbor as wreckage, along with most of the buildings that were right down by the coast. The seawall is got multiple breaks in it. And a lot of the buildings in the city have been, well, destroyed and are now rubble. You saw this last time you were here. It looks about the same.
Okay.
So, you left your horse and dogs about an hour's or so travel along the main road out the side of the city. Just
Right,
past
and our
the
servant.
suburb. And your servant, yes. Mm-hmm. So,
Okay, we can grab our
All right.
boat and
mm-hmm.
Let's,
Okay. Now I will need one more percentile.
Roma, it's on you.
Hmm.
actually, it's my turn.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Please roll.
Mm-hmm.
41.
Okay. Well, you don't see anyone as you cross the city and go out. The floodwaters, of course, have receded, and you will make it to the inn and barn that were built extra solidly with extra drainage ditches, and
Blessings.
mhm, they are all still standing.
Is our servant and animals still there?
Um, well, you don't know yet, because as you approach the building from the upper story of the inn, there's a hobbit and two human children will pop up from 3 different windows with slings and throw sling stones about 4 foot in front of you. And then one of them will yell that you're not welcome here, go away.
I'm going to put my hands up, and in Chinese, oh, mighty warrior, we're checking on the health of our servant and our noble steeds who were in the barn. Pray tell, in the spirit of hospitality, will you tell me their fate?
You'll hear a different voice from a different window, also a child's voice, says, "You can't have them."
I'm going to whistle for my dogs.
Okie dokie.
Animal handling check,
Yes, please.
natural 20.
Okay. Your dog and Constantine's
with-
dog both come bounding out of the barn.
Actually, my 2 dogs, and Constantine's also has
Yeah.
2 dogs.
Okay, well, all of the dogs will come running out of the barn. Being chased by another halfling child and one of the fox people, also a child, trying to catch them before they get away. Yeah, they're way too slow. And the dogs rush up to you and wag
And,
their tails and whatnot.
I'll give them treats.
Uh-huh. And the 2 kids that came out of the barn will run back in.
Well, thank you for taking such good care of my dogs. My
And
friend's dog. Hopefully, the horse and our servant are doing just as well.
you hear a number of children's voices whistling and calling for the dogs. And a couple of them yelling at you guys that they want their puppies back.
Sorry, we tried to find you new dogs, but no, it's ours.
What? You should probably let our servant go now, please.
And right about this time, your servant is going to come running out of the barn. He has a gag over his mouth, and there are ropes still tied around his wrists, but he has a small paring knife in one hand that he's cut himself loose with and made a break for it. Once again, the children were a little too slow to catch him. And he will rush up to you and begin babbling about.
Well,
He's
no, he's
never
still got
so
his-
glad to see anybody in his life.
Children? You were captured by children?
They took me by surprise. He will say he was there taking care of the horse and the dogs, and those little hoodlums clubbed him over the back of the head and tied him up.
Well, they're obviously great warriors.
And apparently he has been forced to like cook and clean up after these juveniles who can't speak common or halfling. They just babble in that weird Asian language that everybody around here uses.
Yep.
And repeatedly have threatened him with, with weapons.
Well, let's go get the horse.
He's still in the hayloft.
Yeah, I know. I got to levitate him down.
They hadn't been able to figure out how to get him down.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Well, let's get the horse and levitate him down.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you go into the barn, you will see what looks like people been camping out in the hayloft with your horse, but the people and all their stuff seems to be gone.
Yep.
In about 2 rounds that you were spent talking to your servant.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm going to yell at the inn. Parlay with the leader.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, the fox person, they're basically a bipedal, humanoid fox. Like a fur-covered human with a fox head and a tail. Anyway, the fox person, wearing shabby-looking cast-off clothes, like a street urchin or something, will come out to talk to you.
Hello. I can't remember what my guy's name is, but my name is blah, blah, blah. We're leaving. Would you like to come with us? No one is going to be here to feed you for a long time. We will take you to the next city and get you settled somewhere.
They're already settled here. This is their place. That inn belongs to them.
What's going to happen when the innkeeper comes back? They're going to kick you out because you're just kids.
By the way, this kid who looks like maybe an 8-year-old, when you say, what will happen when the innkeeper comes back, he's going to pull a pair of nunchucks out of his belt and he's going to say, this is our inn. Nobody's going to take it from us.
Well, you don't have to come with us, but we're offering to take you and protect you on the way. I know you think you're fierce, but you're not. It's a one-time offer. Take it or leave it. We'll steal one of the wagons out of the stables and load you all up. You can take all your stuff. We won't touch it, we promise. But we're leaving with or without you. If you want to come, you're welcome.
No, apparently they want to stay here.
Okay, good luck to you.
Mhm.
Bye.
Hmm.
And right. And as you go to ride off, the children will call for your dogs with an 18 on their animal handling.
Too bad.
You guys need to match or better that.
23.
Okay. Never mind.
Animal handling, yes.
Yes.
And
That's
they
correct.
roll 18.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have the same roll, 16 plus 2.
Okay. Tie goes to you. So your dogs wanted to go back, but you guys talked them into staying, and you will ride away.
Mm, I don't
Okay.
know, buddy. Maybe I can give them one dog if he really want,
He's carrying our supplies.
Hmm.
and we
And
can
your
carry it
servant.
without it. We can put it on the horse.
Do you
It's
know
not a
how
big
much
deal.
how much gold we have right now?
5 times. Mm.
Well, you could leave them some gold if you wanted.
Fuck that.
No. We have 50 pounds of gold. It's not so much. Okay, I see your point.
Hmm. Anyway, by the way, when you leave this place, which direction are you going to go?
We spent practically a month outside our cities. Maybe we can start little bit coming back close to home, maybe to move again in our wild step where we coming from.
Yeah. Let's head on back towards the way we came.
Okay.
Because it's a little bit annoying. It's
Mhm.
good place, but I not speak Chinese, unfortunately.
Well, you are literally on the coast.
Yeah.
You came through the mountains at the pass. That would basically be about 2 weeks travel from where you are
Hmm.
altogether. That will get you back to the pass and the city that you first ran into when you got here, right before the giant praying mantis attacked it. So,
Yeah, we're going to avoid that city though.
right. Okay. Well, since it was about a half day's ride past the pass, you can go around it without much problem. Problem. Although they do have patrols, or in theory anyway. But it's still going to be about 2 weeks to get you back to the mountains.
Sure.
And if you will give me a percentile for the first day's travel.
23.
Okay. Well, you will be leaving the city, heading more or less straight west still. And you will travel until about noon. And you will be approached by someone that you have met before. It is the halfling servant
Oh,
of the monkey that got your tattoo or did your tattoos.
mm-hmm.
And he will hail you and tell you that he has been looking all over for you guys.
Congratulations, you found us.
Good. You need to come with him.
Why?
Why?
Well, you need to turn the master loose. The Celestials caught up with him, hauled him up to the palace, tried him, found him guilty, and, well, set a mountain on top of him so he wouldn't get into trouble. And this halfling wants you guys to go and, well, pick the mountain up. Let him loose. After all, he hasn't paid me, and he still owes me several weeks of back salary.
And it was annoying all local gods. I don't know. How much he pay you?
He's
That it worth it. Maybe I don't know something about such kind of contract. Maybe I agree work with it, but before you said that number, I just not move any finger for that.
Well,
and
I'm looking at Roma. I'm going to say, you're not strong enough to pick up a mountain, are you?
No, I don't think so.
and the Hobbit's going to say, well, why not?
I'm going to whisper to him, he's immortal.
And as far as paying, he thinks commercialism is, kind of crass, but that's okay. He's a crass person. And if you get the mountain off his boss, he will pay you.
How much?
He will then ask, how much do you weigh?
Immortality for all of us.
Well, he offers to pay you the total weight of the three of you in silver.
No.
What?
Platinum.
You don't like silver? Are you a
We like
vampire?
No, we like platinum better.
No.
It's silver colored, but so much nicer, don't you think?
Uh-huh. Well, at this point in time, he is going to begin dickering over price with you.
We're not going to budge.
We need, I guess that would be a persuasion roll out of you guys.
Well, we're okay, but we're not going to change our price if he wants it. Pay it, he can. If he doesn't, then good luck to him.
Okay.
19. I don't know. Plus is my usage. Persuasion. Oh.
Okay.
I have it like a skill. 24 total.
24 total.
There
Okay.
you have it.
Yes, I have persuasion like a skill. That's why it +5. I expect that it will be much worse, but I forget that I put it like proficiency in it. Sleight of hand, stealth, and persuasion.
Well, he tells you that he doesn't have that much platinum, but he knows where some of it is, enough to meet your demands. So if you get the mountain off the boss, he'll take you there.
No. We will wait for you to get it for us, and once you have it, we will take the mountain off your boss. Sorry, you robbed us before, and you work for a trickster.
He will grumble about that and say, "Fine, I'll just go and open the creepy tomb myself and get killed by the monster and then bring you the platinum."
Okay.
Okay, we'll wait.
You might as well head back towards the mountains. He'll meet you en route. That's where the boss is anyway. So
Okay, we will go next and we will see how it's going. But hope he's not find soon that platinum. Roma, what do you think about gain few pounds?
Uh,
Well,
do you,
start
do you have some food?
anyway.
Yeah.
I was going to say, start eating a lot of carbs and sugar and stuff. Okay.
I would prefer it in gold, but
Okay. Well, the Hobbit will get in the wagon, the same one you saw before, and start heading essentially north by northwest from where you guys are.
I will never see him again.
I don't think so. But we'll see how it's going.
I was hoping to set a price that was so extreme that he'd deny it and we could get out of this without having to lose any face. But if he comes back, we're going to have to follow through. And I think that's a really bad idea.
So,
What do you say we roll the guy and just, if he shows up with the money?
Yeah.
okay.
It's just a thought. We don't have to do it, but
Well, yeah. It's,
anyways. Constantine, you rolled that, did you?
Yeah, I roll previous 23.
Okay, so it's Roma's turn.
yeah. This will be the second day of your travels west from the
91.
Well, you have nothing happen on the second day. As a matter of fact, you still haven't run into anyone since you left the street urchins back at the inn. Well, that and the Hobbit, but he was looking for you. Third day's travel.
That would be me.
Yep.
All right, 20.
What was that?
2020.
20. Okay. Well, on the third day of your travels, you will run into a group of refugees. There's about 100 people, mixed races and sexes, most of them adults, although not all of them. Some are dressed like peasants, some are dressed like possibly merchants, or were before they became refugees. When they see you, the lead person of this crowd will scream, "The barbarian horde!" He will then scream, all of the rest of them will scream, and they will turn the direction that they were coming, which was from the west down the road, and they will all run away screaming.
I'm going to look behind us.
There's nobody there.
Wow.
There's you three and your servant.
Those guys must have ate some bad mushrooms. I don't see a horde anywhere. And we'll just keep walking.
Okay. And for the third day,
Again, my turn, and it will be 87.
well, your third day is a quiet day's travel. And for your fourth day,
That'd be you, Roma.
Oh, yeah. 68.
and once again, you have a quiet day's travel.
14.
Say again?
14.
14. Right. Well, on your fifth day, you will run into a human. He is dressed, well, basically like a monk, and but he is carrying a sword belted to his waist, and when he sees you, he will stop and step off the road to politely wait for you to go on by. Do you wish to speak to him?
Does he have an alms bowl?
No, he does not.
I'll hand him a ration pack.
Mm-hmm.
Peace be with you, brother.
He will thank you and call the blessings of Xing Tai down on you.
And we ride on.
Mm-hmm. And for your 6th day,
Rama, your turn probably.
No, it's yours, Constantine.
My
I rolled that. I rolled up the monk.
31. 3-1.
okay. And you have no random encounters on the 6th day, although you will start seeing peasants in the fields around this part of the road.
Okay.
But no other travelers. The peasants are pretty much at the edge of the zone that the giant ants had, well, denuded. And they're basically tending the fields north of there. Keeping in mind that when we started this campaign, it was early spring. If you're keeping track of the passage of time like your DM does, it's been 2.5 months altogether.
Mhm.
So you're basically just past midsummer now. Anyway,
Hell, I thought it was midsummer before we even started into the Oriental lands.
it was a month that you were dealing with the Elephant City, and another 3 weeks after that when you came in here. That would have put it at early summer or late spring, and be another month and 2 weeks travel.
Well, we
So-
spent a month getting to the island, and we spent 18 days on the island,
Right.
then 6 more days back, and here we
Yeah.
are on the 8th day after we got to land.
So it's actually going to be late summer,
Yeah.
not midsummer. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I lost a couple of weeks in there, probably on the other sheet where I. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's late summer, but not quite harvest time. All right. Well, day 7.
It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
35.
35.
Okay. That does not quite get you an encounter, but it does. You'll see more people around, mostly
Right.
peasants.
How about an 18?
That'll get you an encounter.
Oh, I need to roll 2 more portents. We have
Okay.
a natural 20 and a 10. Okay.
Right. Well, on your 8th day after leaving the inn, you'll come across a blind man sitting on the side of the road with an alms bowl. asking for alms for the poor.
Well, this time I'm going to give out a ration pack and a couple silver.
Okay.
Peace be with you, brother.
He thanks you profusely and tells you that it's not often that some very wealthy and generous people like yourself come by. So it is with great sadness and that he's going to have to tell you that there are people surrounding you as you speak, and if you give them the rest of your money, you'll get away unharmed.
Well, you're in luck.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate your warning.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a 16 for my initiative.
Okie dokie. And
What am I going to do, you say? I'm going to trigger my ghostly form tattoo.
mm-hmm. Okay, and I will need initiative from Constantine and Roman as well.
5.
A 5?
1.
Right.
16.
And a 16. Okay.
Oh, Roma,
Mhm.
your first hit will be a natural 20
Uh-huh.
That's
whenever you go to strike somebody.
Right.
good to know.
I would suggest this asshole with the bowl.
Mhm.
But that's your choice.
Anyway, well, it'll be Bill, Roman, the bandits, and then Constantine in that order.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bill, you're up first.
Okay. I'm going to look. Do I see the bandits?
Perception.
An 18. I have
Oh, hell
no-
yes. These guys can't hide worth a damn.
All right. Is there a clump of bandits?
No,
Say
there
with it.
are 7 of them spread out around you in more or less a circle. And 3 of the 7 have bows. The other 4 have, let's see, 3 of them have spears and 1 has an axe.
All right. Well, we're right in here with Bowl Boy. I'm going to cast a fog cloud on us.
A fog cloud?
Yes, on us.
Okay.
We're all right here with Bow Boy, so I'm certain that Constantine and Roma could whack that asshole.
Okay. Well, you have cast a fog cloud with you guys and the blind guy in the center of it. I got to check just a minute here to see how big of an area does fog cloud cover.
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius. Okay. So they will be at the fringes of the cloud and you'll be at the center. Okay. And Roman is next.
Mhm. Yeah, so I get natural 20 and I just hit this guy as hard as I
Okay.
can.
You're going to hit the blind guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Give us a 2-hit roll.
Don't threaten us.
It's a
Oh,
20.
natural 20. You've given him your
Yeah.
portent.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Roll for damage.
damage is 16.
Okay.
Doubled.
And
You doubled
Okay.
that, right?
No.
Yeah, so that'd be a 32 because it was a natural 20.
right. Okay. You've done him 32 points of damage. And the guys with the bows will fire into the fog cloud and miss everything except the air. And the ones with spears and axes will yell real loud and rush towards the center of the cloud, swinging blindly and once again not hitting anything. And the blind guy is going to stand up and in a incredibly loud voice yell, "Oh, they got me! Oh, I am a goner! Oh, the lights are getting dim! Wait, I see the afterlife awaiting me!" And he will then begin a long ass take forever to die scene. And Constantine, you're next.
Okay, I will probably roll with advantage because we inside cloud. What we can do? Just shoot from the shadows without advantages. What I can say. 18
Well-
plus 8, it's probably 26. It
Well-
must be enough.
I was going to say, actually, you'd have advantage, but since you're inside the fog cloud, you'd have disadvantage. So
And that's why it's cancel each other. It's mean I just roll one dice.
right, yeah.
What
But,
exactly happens? It was 18 and plus 8 from
yeah, that'll hit. Now, were you going after the blind guy or one of the guys rushing in with the spears?
Russian.
Okay, because they're screaming at the top of their lungs. You might not be able to see them, but you can hear them coming. So, yeah, you got this guy. Roll for damage. It'll be the one with the axe. He was apparently heading in your direction.
8.
Okay, you've just done him 8 points of damage. The blind guy is still loudly lamenting his untimely demise at the end of the round. And Bill, back to you.
The blind guy's prone right now, right?
No, he stood up and began staggering around, dying, or claiming he was dying.
Okay, I'm going to hit him with a web, and he's going to roll a 10 on his strength check.
You're going to hit him with something staticky.
And yeah, I'm going to hit him with a web,
With a web,
And-
okay,
and he's going to roll a 10 on his strength check.
gotcha.
Which don't cut it.
Uh-huh. No. Although he will then begin screaming about not only is he dying, but now he's going to be eaten by giant spiders after he's gone. And Roman, back down to you.
Yeah. Mm. So he's still alive.
Yeah, but he's webbed up,
Ah.
and there's other guys coming that are
Mhm.
not.
Okay. Yeah. Don't. No sense to waste time on him right now. I will throw a javelin at the guys
Mhm.
that are incoming. And
Okay.
this will be 12 to hit.
Okay, that will hit barely, but it hits. Please roll for damage.
3 plus 6, 9.
Okay. Well, you've done him 9 points of damage. And right. Well, the guy's going to try and stick you back, Roman. He rolled a 15 to hit, which doesn't get past your armor. The fellow that Constantine just attacked will roll a 3 on his to hit. The other two guys have rushed into the web that was around the blind guy, and their strength check is a 15 and a 19, respectively. And I believe they have to beat it's actually a dex saving throw.
Oh,
Okay. And then after that, it's strength for the rest of it. And it has to be higher than your spell, your DC. Bill, what is that?
fuck. How do you figure it out?
You're a spellcaster, right?
Yeah.
Your spell casting and spell saves are. Let me look that one up real quick.
I know how to do hit points. I know how to do,
Be right there. I just need to look up.
Oh, DC
Yeah.
is
8 plus your
Proficiency.
proficiency and your intelligence modifier.
well, this would be a spell attack modifier.
Say that one again.
This would be the spell. Okay,
Spell attack modifier.
wouldn't it?
It says spell save DC here in the book.
Okay, so that would be 8 plus 2 plus 5. So that's 8 plus 7 is 15.
Okay. So the two guys that ran into the web will be able to extract themselves, but they don't get any other action this round. And the blind guy rolled a 7, so he's still trapped. And by the way, he's also still yelling about dying. And, you know, and this being his last gasp and all that other and that ends this round. So 2 of them missed, 2 of them webbed themselves. Oh, and the 3 guys with bows have rolled a 2 on their second shot, which once again misses everything. And now we are back to the top of the round for the third round. Bill.
All right. One of the guys coming out of the web, I'm going to shoot a couple of crossbow bolts. Poison crossbow bolts.
Okie dokie.
All right. A dex modifier of +3, so 15 and 3 is an 18.
Mhm.
That
That'll
does. Ooh, 18 points of damage to the first guy, or for the first arrow.
Okay. That guy's dead now.
All right, second arrow with the second guy. Fuck. Another 18.
Okay, he is also
Damn.
deceased.
Oh, that was to hit.
That was to hit. I'm sorry.
And he takes 8 points of damage.
Okay, he is wounded. So one's dead and one's wounded. Okay, and Roman.
Okay. I will try to finish this guy if
Okay,
I'm able to reach him with a melee weapon. And natural 20.
With your pluses, you don't even need to roll if it's one of the regular guys.
yeah.
It's 4 + 6, 10, doubled.
Right,
20 points of damage.
Yeah, he turned into a fine mist.
right. Yeah, that's it for him. So, and okay. Well, the blind guy has rolled an 18 on his strength check, breaking free of the web, and he has quit yelling about he's dying, and he has done a disengage, which means he can run away without you guys getting an attack of opportunity. And he is booking. The archers have all rolled 16s on their to hits. Is that better than anybody's armor class?
No.
No, then all the 3 arrows miss. And the last guy that rushed forward is rolled a 9 on his attempt to hit. I believe he's the guy in front of Constantine. So he's missed. And it is now down to Constantine.
It's my turn, or he tried
Yeah.
to do something?
No, he missed.
Okay. Hello, hello. My rapier strike is 14 total. Does it hit?
That hits. And by the way, the guy's only got 2 hit points left. So
That rapier have +6 just from bonuses.
right. So even if you roll minimum damage, it's more than this guy's got.
Yep.
You know, so he's dead.
At least he's shut up. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And right. Okay. And that ends this round. So, Bill, we're back to you.
All right, we're going to dispel the fog cloud, and Doggy and I are chasing after the blind guy.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is he?
Well, he spent 1 round running, so he would have been right around where the edge of the fog cloud was when it dispersed.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Mm-hmm. You've dispersed the cloud. Your dog is headed out after this guy. He does have a little bit of a head start, but you should be able to catch him, the dog, I mean, next round. And since the fog cloud is gone, he is still in range of missile weapons.
all right. Well, then he's going to get a couple of poison crossbow bolts.
That'll be next round. You've used your action dispelling the cloud.
No, all I have to do is stop concentrating.
Really?
Yeah.
That one of those? Okay.
Yes, it is.
Sorry. I used to have all the spells memorized back in 1st and 2nd level, but nowadays I have to look everything up. I'm sorry. Okay, well then you can take a shot at him.
2, actually.
2 shots at him.
A 21 and a natural 20.
Oh, wow. Okay, both of those will hit.
All right. The first one does him 14 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the second one does him 9 and 2. That's 11, double 22 points of damage.
Gotcha.
So 14 and 22 is 35.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
35.
Well, the guy falls face down on the ground with crossbow bolts in his back. And you can see this ghostly spirit, looks just like the blind guy, only transparent, rising up. And he begins bad-mouthing you for killing him. He says, "Look, I'm dead now, for real, and it's your fault."
Actually, it was your choice to live a life of crime.
Uh-huh. He isn't going to say anything, but he's going to make a rude gesture at you with his ghostly hand.
Well, I'm in ghostly form right now. If he wants to fucking come mix it up.
Nah, he's just going to start trudging up the ghostly staircase towards the afterlife.
Okay.
Yeah. And Roman, Bill
Yeah.
just killed the blind guy. There are the 3 archers that are still standing where the edge of the
Glenn, I
cloud
didn't.
used to be.
I had to drop my ghostly form to do the shots and ride the dog, so I'm not in ghostly form.
You're not in ghostly form. Okay.
No.
Right.
I will probably, if I'm not reaching them with the X,
Mm-hmm.
I will shoot the crossbow. A pistol crossbow. And this will be. Oh no, this is definitely miss. 7 to hit.
7 for damage. Okay.
No, to hit.
Oh, to hit.
Yeah.
Right. No, a 7 will not hit.
Exactly.
And well, the archers. And Bill, one's going to shoot at you with a 3. Another is going to shoot at Constantine with a 16. And the guy that Roman just wounded is going to shoot back with a natural 20. Roman, he is going to do you 8 points of damage altogether. That's after doubling it.
Okay.
And Constantine,
It hurts.
that's their action, so you're next.
Steady aim and shoot one of that marksmen.
Okay.
They're annoying me. 25 probably hit.
Oh, yeah.
8, 11 plus 6, 17 points of damage.
Okay. Since this guy only has 15 hit points, that's it for him. And that ends the round. Bill, you got 2 archers left standing. One is badly wounded.
Well, he'll get my first shot.
Okay.
God damn, I'm on fire today. Natural 20.
Okay, that hits.
And he takes 12 points of damage
Is that before or after you doubled it?
after.
Okay, right. Well, seeing as how he was wounded to start with and don't have 12 hit points, that's it for him. Okay.
All right. The second guy
hmm
with a +3, that's a 21.
That will hit.
And he takes 4 points of damage.
And what was that for damage?
4.
4. Okay.
Shitty, yeah.
He's wounded a little bit. And Roman, there's one archer left. He's wounded for 4 hit points.
Not much. Well, I still can't reach him, right? With melee weapon.
Yeah, you can reach him with your javelin
Yeah.
or your crossbow.
I'll try with the crossbow. And this will be 19.
That'll hit.
And it's 7 points of damage.
Okay. You've done him 7 points of damage. Bringing his total to 11 points altogether. And he is going to roll a 9 while he attempts to shoot Bill and misses. Constantine, there's one archer left, and it's your turn.
Probably again return back with steady aim. And it's 13 plus 8, it's 21.
Okay, yeah. That'll hit.
Seems enough.
15 points of damage.
Okay, he's dead too. So, all the bandits are now dead.
Well,
Um,
it's time to loot them. And
You may
while
loot
you
them.
guys are looting the body, I'm going to make an investigation and see where their horses are.
Okie dokie. Well, Bill, give me your investigation check.
23.
Okay. And for you looters, I'll take a perception check.
7.
Uh-huh. Well, a 7 you don't find anything.
Okay, I will search and it will be 8.
Okay. Aside from the weapons that you saw these guys have, you guys have not found anything else on their persons. Bill, a 22 will take you to where they have stashed their horses. Now, there were 8 people altogether, but they only got 3 horses. And
Right.
Bill, a perception check.
15.
Okay. Well, you got 3 horses without saddles, by the way, and what looks like about 10 days worth of rations for the 8 guys, and 2 days worth of fodder for the horses. Included in the rations are a couple of bottles of rather fine wine, worth about 5 gold pieces apiece. Probably stolen from somebody. But that's all you find with the horses. By the way, they rolled an 18 plus 3 when they hid their loot. So none of you guys' rolls found it. And apparently
Well,
they didn't leave a treasure map either. Not that they
Right.
would have been able to read it, but
Some peasant is going to be very happy in the future.
yep.
If you find it.
Yeah, we got 3 more horses. And some
Okay.
food. Yay. Well, I'll grab my ration pack and 2 silvers back.
Okay. And that's what you run into on the 8th day after you leave the inn. Somebody want to roll for your 9th day's travel?
It's
No.
probably my turn.
Mm-hmm.
85.
Okay. Well, you have a quiet day again. And you'll notice that once again, the fields around the road don't have any peasants in them anymore. Someone roll for day 10.
Roma.
Okay. 70.
70.
Okay. And once again, you have a quiet day's travel. You don't see anybody. 11th day.
67.
And once again, you have no encounters and don't see any people either. Day 12.
Again, I
Constantine.
am okay. Eight 80.
Okay. And for day 12, you have no encounters. Day 13.
Okay. Let's see. 16.
60.
Okay. And once more, you have a quiet day's traveling.
And day
And
14. Should
Day
take us to the pass.
14.
Should bring us to the pass.
Yep.
All right. It's an 86.
Mm-hmm. Well, on day 14, you will have to go around the city the first city you ran into. Are you going to get close enough to take a look at it? If so, you'll need a perception check and a stealth check.
No, we are not.
You're just going to stay completely out of sight. Okay. Well, then,
Remember we ripped off the treasury there?
well, I know you did. I just was wondering if you wanted to take a look or not, you know.
No, we'll pass.
Okay. Well, then, right about sundown, you will be reaching the eastern end of the pass. And the guard houses that are built there. And there are people there, soldiers. But there are no merchant caravans here today,
Well,
or any traders that are normally manning the tents outside of the watch houses.
okay. Well, as we
Are you going to try and
camp
sneak?
here.
Okay. I was going to say, are you going to try and sneak past the guards, or are you just going to camp and
Camp
talk to
and
the
pay our
gen-
toll.
Okay. Well, you'll see a different bunch of guards than were here last time. None of them recognize you. And the barbarian cavalry that was here is not here anymore. All these guys are infantry.
Okay.
When you ride up, a squad of 10 will come out and ask you if you've seen anything strange.
Empty
Lots.
road.
A lot. By the way, they seem nervous, agitated, and preoccupied. They don't even ask you for the toll.
Okay.
But they do ask if any of you are foreign royalty.
No.
Oh. Do you know any foreign royalty?
Not really. We work for one, but she's a real bitch.
No, it's not. No, we just see foreign royalty a few times, but we never speak and never was introduced to any
No.
court.
Apparently, they were hoping for an introduction to one.
Mhm.
And they ask if you know any of the barbarians that have been invading through the northern passes.
No.
We don't even know the barbarian
You've
invaders
never
through the
even
northern
heard there
passes.
was an invasion going on, but this is
We didn't even. Yeah, we didn't even know about the invasion.
this is the southern pass through those mountains. There is one further north, and apparently there's some sort of horde of barbarians that has come up through there. And most of the troops have been pulled up north to drive them back over the mountains. But they haven't heard how the war is going. Anyway, you are back at the pass. And this is not a bad place to fold it up for the day. That allows me to check and see what's been going on west of the mountains while you were here.
Okay.
And that way I won't have to just wing it next time.
I've got a question for these soldiers.
Yes.
So you guys are wanting to hire yourselves out as, like, say, mercenaries? Is that why you're asking?
Well, no, they were hoping to swear fealty to one of these foreign barbarians and actually be, some of their retainers rather than just a mercenary.
Well,
Mm,
you're currently swore fealty to your unit, correct?
Yeah, but they're not real sure if those guys are still around.
Right. Well, the thing is you kind of sort of have that
Mhm.
hanging over your head. If you go out trying to swear fealty to somebody else, they're not going to believe you.
Apparently, they never thought of that.
So
Um,
you guys should come work for us.
uh-huh. And Bill, if you would be so kind as to give me a persuasion.
All right, 19 plus, what's my fucking charisma? 3. 19 plus 3 is a 22.
Okay. Well, these guys have rolled a 10 on their wisdom save, -1. They are not the wisest guys in China, okay?
Guys, we
Yeah.
just formed a fucking mercenary unit. Yay!
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We've got
Okay.
thugs. Yes.
Yes, you have thugs. Well, you have 10 of them anyway.
At least fighters.
But they have armor and weapons of their own.
and their own tents.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully some
Oh,
rations.
they also come with 4 servants.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So
Is there like a sergeant with them or something? Maybe a corporal?
There's a corporal with them. He's the highest ranking officer here. Apparently, all of the rest of the troops that were normally stationed here at the pass were called up north, and they left literally one squad to guard the pass.
Right. Well, I'm going to point to Roma and say, he's in charge.
Right. Well,
If he tells you to do something, you do it.
Yep.
Even
they understand. They do have one question, though. How much do you guys pay?
Well, that's the thing. Every job is different.
Um,
We'll keep you fed and keep a roof over your head. But when we get stuff, it's even split. And then like if we run into special treasure or something like that, we'll treat it on a case-by-case basis.
mm-hmm. Okay.
We've been
You
doing
really
this
expect that
mercenary.
they understand such strange contract?
Right.
Well, that's the way we ran it in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah. Well, that's the way the other unit did their things anyway. So you were. Now, you have just come back from China and hired your first bunch of followers. That is a different milestone. So the first thing we do next time we start playing is y'all get to go up to 5th level.
Woohoo!
Yay.
So, and like you said, you have followers. Well, thugs anyway.
Yeah, they're fighters. Fuck it.
Yeah. Okay. They're fighters. They're, so. Oh, and let's see. Apparently, all of this crowd are humans. So.
Well, when we get to that city on the other side of the pass, we're going to have some stuff to buy. We need a fucking wagon now, so we're going to need that. And some.
Well, the other thing, too, is you're going to be moving at foot speed unless you want to get mounts for these guys, which is half the pace of mounted people. So
We'll talk about that later. We don't know, but we're going to need a wagon anyways.
right.
We've got enough money to buy mounts for them all.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Right. Anyway, you have now just started your own military or mercenary unit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Roma's Roughnecks.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Now we got to hire ourselves a cleric and we'll be set.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Constantine needs to make me some more poison for my bow. I mean, my bolts.
Yep.
Well, you're headed towards a major city where they have apothecaries and places where you can buy all the stuff to make poisons.
Yeah, because I'm down to 18 poison bolts.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. Well, You fellas have a good weekend, and I will talk to you next Saturday.
Constantine Roma, hang on for a second. See you later,
Okay.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
See you then. Bye bye.
Yep.
Well, how much do we want to spend on these dudes? Because horses are 25 gold apiece, right?
Yep. We need to spend 250. It's not a lot of money, especially when we not have anything to spend it. I don't know
Right.
how much will be cost if we buy something like in some city where we make our base of operation. But from that, I don't know.
Well, we got to buy fucking, I'm sorry. We've got to buy a cart. We got to buy a fucking lockbox for all of our money now.
Mm.
Yep.
And hire accountants.
I don't know if we need to hire an accountant. I say we put Constantine in charge of that.
Okay.
Okay,
I prefer
riding
that you
horses. Holy shit,
charge
riding
them.
horses are 75 gold apiece.
Oh,
Oh, it's expensive. Yep.
those
Okay. That's
should be
750
purebred.
gold.
It was your idea to even hire them. I don't know why we need them, but
Yeah.
again,
We're a mercenary company, man. We got to have mercenaries.
now we mercenary squad, even not platoon. But we'll see. Maybe
Eh.
it's war.
We got the money.
Probably they will not live long enough to get paid.
Anyways, it's going to cost us, let's see, saddles and all that. Saddles are 10, so that's 100. So that's 850 with the horses. We need a wagon, that's 35, and it's going to need a couple of draft horses that are 50 each. It's another 135. So 985. And then we need rations.
Mercenary is as expensive. Yep, approximately 1,000 gold pieces at minimum.
Yeah, I think just right around 1,000 gold. Because I'm trying to find rations. I found food. I guess it'd be loaves of bread would be our rations. Those are 2 silver apiece. Yeah. I think if we spend about 1,000 gold on these guys, that'll be about right. We won't be spending any more.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 5,000 last time, so that still leaves us with 1,000 each. No, actually, 1,330 each.
Mm-hmm. No, we can afford it. It's not a big deal, but
Yeah.
We can see if it's basically worth it to have such support.
ration for one day. Weigh 2 pound. Cost 5 silver pieces.
Okay. So that's for every 4 guys, that's 20, that's 1 gold per day. There's 10 guys. So that's 2.5 gold per day.
Why?
So
How you calculate it? 5 silver pieces, 10 silver pieces is 1 gold pieces.
I
2
thought it was
gold
20.
pieces.
I thought it was 20 silver pieces per gold.
In which which edition?
On first edition, that's what it
Yeah.
is.
Sorry.
Is it,
Now
what's
it's
the change?
10.
What's the? Okay, so it's 10. That makes it even easier.
10, 10, 10. 10
So
copper
for
pieces, 10 silver pieces.
every 2 guys, it's a gold piece. So it's
Yes.
5 gold a day to feed them.
150 a month.
Yep.
Okay. We'll see. Probably we find work for them in that time.
Yeah.
And what do you think? Do we need to prepare some base for ourselves by inn or by farm or something like that in some cities that we have some reserve point when we have a like base of operation or something like that?
I don't know. What do you want to do that?
Why not? Or you think we are too small for that stuff? It's too early.
I kind of think it's too early,
Okay.
and we're going to need to get these guys away from the Oriental Adventure layer. So we can't go to this first city we're going to.
Yep.
We can always go back to the mercenary city where they hire all the mercenaries out of, where we started.
Yep.
Roma,
Yeah.
your whip.
Yes. You mean I have to rule the mercenary company with the whip?
No, I was thinking you might want to trade it for some other magic item that's more fitting towards your character. Because
Okay. Yeah. This makes sense. As soon if we as soon we have decent I don't know shop
Place we can sell that. Yeah, I see.
yeah
on
armory.
at the city we're going to, they had merchant or magical merchants.
Wonderful.
It'd be nice to get you like a fucking pole arm of.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Some badass weapon.
Yeah. That's the only magical item that I would even think. Well, I guess that shuriken that I've got is really kind of useless too. The shuriken
Yeah.
of shocking grasp. We can sell that too if you need some extra to get you a nice weapon. That'll leave me without a magic weapon, but I've got spells.
Yeah. It usually works.
But I'm definitely willing to trade that in to get you something nice. So you can go forth and crush your enemies before you.
Yep.
All right. You guys in agreement we can spend 1,000 gold on these guys, or should
Yeah,
we spend
sure.
instead of getting horses, we can always buy a couple extra carts and have them ride in the carts.
Yep. No, it was
well,
fine. For me, bigger question how to keep them in line, that they not try to betray us. because they easily give up their service to their country,
Yeah.
and that's much bigger issue for me. I never believe traitors.
No. But these guys are sort of cannon fodder.
Mm, okay. In
You
most
know,
cases,
I completely agree with you, Constantine. They are not the most trustworthy yet.
let's face it, like any gang.
Yeah. I'd call them cowards personally.
Yep. Ah,
Maybe the carts would be a better idea. That way they couldn't run faster than us.
yes, they can run away from us. Yes. And it's cheaper.
Yeah. It's 135 per cart. Probably 2 carts would hold all the guys and another cart for the stuff.
Do you read about such stuff like Hussite War? In before Reformation in Europe, when Czech peasantry revolt against Germany, and they fight from the cart.
Oh yeah.
We can try to do something like that. Why not?
Well, should we get them bows and arrows too?
We'll see. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, maybe. Okay. Well, anyways,
Yeah,
we're all
they can use them.
yeah. It'll be nice to be 5th level.
Yep.
I'm gonna get 3rd level spells now.
Yeah. And I think between switch to another class or just get 1 extra dice to my sneak attack. It will be 3d6, little bit more damage, but flat. Each turn, damage by damage. Ah, Roma, you will get 2 attack. For you, it's really big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Extra attack and fast movement.
Okay.
All right, boys. Talk to you later.
Talk to you. You still not have a job? You will be spend a little bit more time there.
Well, I'm here until the 4th. I don't have another. I don't load again until the 4th.
Oh, okay.
So I get layover pay, but
But it's not a lot. I remember.
yeah. And if you'll stay on, I will end the broadcast. I got some other stuff I can tell you.
I can stay a little